Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where you'll receive exclusive content to videos that are not available on YouTube. And for those of you that like the one video instead of the 2 video format, you get that as well.
Bam.
For $1.
Bam.
It's $1 a month.
Yep. I think we're cooler than a bag of Cheetos.
You can't even get that for $1.
Hey, that's true. Not hot Cheetos, though. Only like regular Cheetos.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. We hope to see you there. What's up, YouTube? Your boys are back again. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the free thinkers. Hopefully y'all doing all right today.
So we're officially...
What it do, baby? Shout out to Kawhi.
Yeah, man. So we're... But we're officially kicking off the Classic Rock Marathon, man. Yeah. We're calling it Marathon because last time we called it Thrash Week, and it was like 3 weeks long, so we figured maybe we should tweak the name of that a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
We're doing a deep dive into classic rock. Like Ryan said, we're tweaking the name a little bit just because it gives us flexibility on how long this will last.
How many songs we do and all that stuff.
Exactly, how many songs, so we won't look ridiculous if it's past a week. A lot of amazing songs, a lot of amazing bands come from this specific genre. I mean, honestly, we could do a year of classic rock.
Yes,
easily.
sir.
We can make this a classic rock channel if we wanted to.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's seriously, that's how big of a deal this specific genre is. And it's kind of a broad thing to say classic rock because so much falls under it. So we'll probably still be doing subgenres in like southern rock and things of that nature.
That's true.
But we figured it'd be fun to just kind of take a little bit more of a deep dive into classic rock just to get a better understanding of maybe some bands that we've heard and maybe some obscure bands that we haven't heard.
And for those of you that don't know, we released the Fleetwood Mac that got the Matumbo block. So we put that on Instagram, guys. That was like our official.
Fleetwood Mac, go your own way.
That was our official.
And they told us to go our own way and block the shit. So.
That was our official release to the classic rock. So check that out. We put that on Patreon. That's a way for us to kind of work around that, man. Band-aid it. So you can still kind of check that out, but we couldn't put that on YouTube. So
Buffalo Springfield, for what it's worth, is a song we're doing today. And all we did with this band was we Googled classic rock songs, and this was one of the songs that we weren't familiar with, at least by name. Don't think we've heard this one. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when the song starts playing, we hear it. But we were like, who the fuck is Buffalo Springfield? So we were like, one of the greatest songs ever from Google's perspective. We like Google. Google has done very well for me in my life.
I love Google, man.
Google's amazing.
Can you imagine if they had no Google Maps?
Yeah. Google
if that
Maps
never existed. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Went into the wiki here and it says Buffalo Springfield was a Canadian-American rock band, active from 66 to 68. That's not very long, but it looks like they made an impact in a very short period of time, so only a handful of years here. Stephen Stills, Neil Young, Richie Furay are the band members. They released 3 albums and several singles, including For What It's Worth. The band combined elements of folk and country music with British invasion psychedelic rock influences, and along with the Byrds, were part of the early development of folk rock. Okay. So that's kind of just a quick synopsis of the band. Folk rock.
Like those elements seem kind of interesting. So I wonder how that's gonna sound.
It does not. It seems interesting and it's very foreign at the same time with this band. I don't know if I've heard anything from them, but we'll figure it out. Let's just get into it, man. We're excited about doing classic rock. Like we've said in the past, classic rock brings the channel together like no other genre. I think if you're a hip hop head, metal head, country head, R&B head, you have heard some songs in the history of classic rock.
That's true.
That you have liked, that have stayed with you, that your parents have played. So we just love the energy that classic rock brings to the channel, which is why we kind of took the route of going into more of a deep dive into this genre. So let's get into Buffalo Springfield For What It's Worth.
Oh,
well, that's easy.
Oh, yeah, we know this one.
There's something happening here.
Definitely heard this song before. Definitely heard it. Those chords, and this is the prime example. Yep.
Yeah, it's iconic.
Yep.
Like soon as you hear certain sounds soon as the song comes in, you're like, I know it. I know this song.
And it's the prime example of just like that's simple, because we always get this sort of conversation, I think, in the comment section when people say, well, things are like repetitive or it's just basic or simple. Like certain things, some of the greatest music ever made was very basic and very simple, but it's just the feeling or something within those basic chords that resonates. You know what I mean? Those bing, bing, iconic, like Ryan said.
Yep.
So
it's like every war movie you've ever seen has this.
He got game.
He got game. I don't know if you got.
Public Enemy, I think, made sampled this as well.
It
was on the soundtrack of He Got Game. I actually liked the Public Enemy's version. Keep it real. Hey, no drama in the comments. But I like Public Enemy's version as well.
Yeah.
So in this particular case, I'm just familiar with those chords. I haven't actually sat down and listened to this song or played it.
Yep.
It's just in passing, maybe in a movie somewhere. is what we is at least for me is how I've heard this song. So I haven't really truly listened to this verse from verse and sat with it. So this will still be a relatively fresh listen for us. So all right, let's get back to it. But we've definitely heard at least those chords before.
Something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that?
Heard the chorus too.
Everybody look what's going round.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's smooth though.
Yeah.
It's smooth. I mean, I've heard it before, obviously, but it's just.
Yeah.
There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
What's that movie called, George?
He Got Game.
No, I think it was.
already talked about
Damn, what was? Was it a movie called Born on the 4th of July?
I have no idea.
I think so, and
Give us some feedback in the comments.
Yeah, give us some feedback.
I'm pretty sure that that's the case because that came out really fluid and just was it Born on the 4th of July?
Let me look that shit up real quick.
Yeah, man, fuck it.
I really believe that's
we were
where.
just talking about how amazing Google is, so you know what I'm saying.
Boy, I tell you though, George, man, the drinking doesn't always affect my memory. It comes in spurts, man. My memory just serves me correctly sometimes, man. So we pulled up Born on the 4th.
Ryan's not an alcoholic. Casually.
So we pulled up.
That sounded like some wino shit. You know, the drinking doesn't fuck me up that much. He's not a wino, guys.
Oh my God. So we looked up Born on the 4th of July trailer, which is starring Tom Cruise, by the way. That's my dog right there. I guess this song was in the trailer for what it's worth. But we looked on the soundtrack and it wasn't in the movie. But I only remember this song from the trailer. I've never seen Born on the 4th of July with Tom Cruise. I've never seen this movie. But I
And
only
you remember the
it
song from the trailer?
from the trailer.
I don't know the song, the movie. The movie was made in 89?
89, crazy, dude.
Good call, man. That's a crazy recall.
Crazy
memory
association,
there.
right?
Seriously. Brought back a little bit of nostalgia here for Ryan, bringing
Yeah,
up the
man.
Tom Cruise. He had a mullet in that trailer, too, which was crazy. I was like, what the fuck is, like, what is this movie? This shit is weird. All right, let's get back to it, guys.
Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat.
Hey.
1,000 people in the street singing songs and carrying signs.
There it is, yep.
Mostly
should've read down a little bit.
hooray for our side.
Yeah.
It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
There it is, though.
Yeah. I think I read down. See, I think what happens sometimes is that I'll read something, like I'll read ahead. Because I was like, why am I getting protest out of
Protest,
this?
yeah, but there it is.
Because I read ahead, but I didn't realize I read ahead. So yes, it is definitely to me about protest right there when he says,
Yep.
thousands of people holding signs. Yes.
Thousands of people in the street singing songs, carrying signs. Yep.
There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So it's almost like, fight for what you believe in, so to speak. That's what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and it almost seems like it's a song of encouragement and bringing people together to fight for a cause, so to speak.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, man. Okay, cool. Let's finish it up, guys.
Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. We better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody
Yeah, it's cool.
look what's going down. Stop.
Yeah. That's
Getting
smooth.
off.
You know what's crazy
off.
about that, George? Is the musicianship is very smooth, and it's very like, even though it's older, it sounds polished to me, and it sounds very like fly and smooth. But what they're talking about is very like empowering and almost more aggressive in nature. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about real things that maybe, protesting can get very violent sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But the way the musicianship and the way the music sounds, you wouldn't really associate that if you weren't paying attention to the lyricism.
We noticed that with Rolling Stones. I think "Give Me Shelter." You
Yep.
know what I mean? That's the thing about the 60s, 70s, man. I think that they put the sort of quality of the music. The quality of music had to be top notch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a matter of like, let's just make sure that sounds good musically. You know what I mean? Let that sort of take the center stage, but also let's talk about something real.
Some real issues.
You know,
which is
and-
what
and-
music should be, right?
Seriously, it's a great way to give people the medicine. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Give them the medicine. Give them what they need.
Yep.
What's good for society? Put a mirror up to society. But I can groove to it at the same time. This is to me, 60s, 70s, right?
Yep.
Light a joint up and just
Yep.
relax, kick back, sit on the hood of your car, look at the stars.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And groove out. But also at the same time, really.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of laid back enough for you to really let the lyrics sort of permeate your soul
Yeah.
a little bit. So actually, that's kind of like almost like a recent phenomenon to me, where people just put like the message almost like overpowers the quality of the song. So it's like it's a great message, but the song isn't really
Yep.
done very
That's a
well.
great point.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
great
It's like,
point.
make sure the music is good.
Yeah.
And I think that also in the same sense will make sure that message really lasts. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It becomes timeless at that point because I like
Everlasting.
the song.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If I'm not paying attention to the lyrics, I love the song.
Yep.
Then of course the lyrics enhance it. So I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way to make music, but I think that's what I noticed in a lot of the classic rock songs. Just the music always seems to be very good. So I like the song, man.
That was a good song, man.
Laid back, cool, smooth. Yeah, it did give me a bit of nostalgia.
Yeah.
It made Ryan think of course, the trailer for whatever the fuck that movie was.
Born on the 4th of July.
4th of July with Tom Cruise. He got game.
Yeah.
Reminded me of that movie, and just
But
it
you know
just
what,
seems
man?
to be in many. That seems to have been in many sort of like maybe war movies and things
Yeah.
that we've just known. So, but I never really sat with the song and really understood what they were talking about. So we learned some things today from it as well.
And I'm glad that we did that because that's where I was going with it. Listening to the lyricism and really trying to figure out what the messaging in it within the song means. I really have a new appreciation for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So because I've heard that song, I mean, I think everyone's heard it, but I don't know if you've really kind of sat and listened to what the messaging is behind
What
it.
we're talking about.
So that was
yeah.
dope, man.
This song definitely made waves, but I don't know if this band as a whole, really was known that well. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're just kind of
Other than that song.
other than this specific song.
That song was iconic.
But did people really go into their catalog and see the other 3 albums? I don't know. Let us know in the comments because hopefully this will,
That's true.
make people go back and check out more of their work. I'm not sure, but shout out to them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
And shout out to the people who did request that. If we didn't see it, sorry. Shout out to everybody that requested it.
Yes, sir.
Stay tuned for more classic rock.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have fun with this one, man. I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of playlist makes for classic rock. I have a feeling. You know what I mean? So we'll see. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, we do have exclusive content on Patreon. If you're interested, the link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas.
We out.
We out.